Thank you very much for tuning in. If you like old vintage trains, please subscribe. Today we're running a Voltamp Suburban. Voltamp is a company out of Baltimore, Maryland. They're an electrical company making motors, dynamos, meters, a variety of things. And prior to the Christmas season, to pick up extra money, they made electric toy trains. Roughly from 1908 till 1922, they produced this 2-inch gauge. So it's 2-rail, running on ribbon rail here. Voltamp also made tubular track, and this is their Suburban engine, which is quite their popular engine, patterned after a New York Central S2. They began the Suburbans back at the beginning, 1908. This is your earlier one here with the smaller early motor, smaller trucks, physically a smaller piece than the one in the back there, a bit shorter. About 1915, they came out with their new improved motor and a larger truck, so this engine supports that. You do have a reverse mechanism back here, which this slides back and forth. Again, a little larger body. They went. The earlier one has a wood floor. This one has an all-metal body, but still has the early headlights. A little bit later, again, they were seasonal work, so each year they kind of change things. This one has the embossed windows here. This one here, slightly later, has the wood headlights, non-embossed windows. And then the last year, 1922, that Voltamp was in full production of their line, they wanted to modernize things. It was really a little too late for a 2-inch, and this is the last version of the Suburban. You can see they changed the windows significantly, and no monitor roof up here. So they wanted to kind of streamline the trains and give it a new look, and this is the best they could come up with. Unfortunately, by this time, many other people had already jumped into the standard gauge line. You had Ives in 1921 jump in. Lionel was upping their game with the beginning of Classic era, and the handwriting was on the wall for Voltamp with 2-inch. Boucher did buy the steamer line and modify them to standard gauge. But for Voltamp, that was pretty much the end of the line for their production. So we'll run the little Suburban one more time. We're pulling their large series cars here, which they made for quite a while, and went through a number of changes here. These are the decaled cars. These probably date to 1916 to 1920 era. This one has wood seats inside, and this later one here has metal seats inside. So again, they were seasonal work. They would start production of trains probably in September to fill their orders for the end of November, and then they would have like a blowout sale. The things that didn't sell during the Christmas season, they would greatly reduce the price to move them. It was a small little cottage company, so production was rather small. Thank you very much. If you like what you see, please subscribe, and we'll run the little engine one more time. Thank you.